Yo, what is up, guys, and welcome back to another episode of Slice of Shonen. I am your host, The Cloudy Crone. Today, we'll be reacting to Classroom of the Elite Season 2, Episode 10. And in the last episode, we finally start our newest competition, where all of the other classes are being tested on questions that were made by the other classes. So, like, Class D had to answer questions that were created by Class C. And yeah, we did have the teachers that would evaluate the questions and make sure they were fair and it wasn't something like what's my favorite color, but clearly the goal is to try to create difficult questions to try to give the other classes as difficult of a time as possible. But there was another reason why this challenge was so important, and it's because there was a little bit of a deal that was made between Horikita and Kushida, where they were trying to compete to see who would get the higher score in their class, and if Horikita won, then Kushida would stop trying to expel her and she would finally leave her alone. But if Kushida won, then Horikita had to leave the school herself. She had to willingly leave the school herself. So of course, in order to win, Kushida did whatever she had to do to get the higher score, to get the advantage over Kushida, even if that meant conspiring with the enemy, which she's already done before. She's already made deals and given information to the UN, and now they were trying to set up some sort of deal where he or she would ensure that our class got Class C's questions, and on top of that, she would try to get Ryuen to send her the answers to those questions so that she could get a perfect score, and there was no way that Horikita could beat her. But the problem is that she was challenging Horikita here, and Horikita is very clever. She was always 3 steps ahead of Kushida, and whenever Kushida brought the papers and she said, "Don't let anyone else send you any questions. These questions right here are the only ones that we will be accepting. If anyone else sends any, then throw them away." But the problem is, Horikita already approached the teacher earlier and said, "Do not accept any questions from anyone but me." And then we see her put Kushida's papers in the paper shredder, and that's when you already knew it was downhill. But then on top of that, AYANOKOJI contacted Ryuen and kinda sorta told him about what was going on. He told him that his deal wasn't going to follow through. His deal with Kushida wasn't going to follow through, and so he had to choose either to continue the deal and help her out or help himself so that his class wouldn't be dragged down with her. And so he helped himself, and now Kushida is in a very bad spot. She lost. She agreed she wouldn't mess with Horikita anymore, but she never agreed that she would stop messing with AYANOKOJI. The only problem is I think it's going to be much more difficult for her to get rid of AYANOKOJI, but we'll just have to watch more and see. So, if you guys are excited for the episode, make sure to leave a like. I will be uploading the series every single week ASAP, so make sure you're subscribed so you know exactly when I drop a new episode. And if you'd like to check out my uncut reactions, you can find them over on my Patreon, which you guys can join for as low as $2. And whenever you guys are ready, we'll be starting this episode in 3, 2, 1, go. People often deceived by an elusive good desire their own ruin. Alright. Now we're back with the gang. Yeah. So either no one cheated or no one got caught. From our class, at least. Yeah, I don't think dominating is really Sakura's forte. Ah, interesting. What could they possibly be talking about? Since when were they all buddy-buddy? See, when it comes to Kushida's whole goal of like being everyone's friend, I think Ichinose is way better at it than she is. At least to me. Because Kushida always came off as if she was trying too hard, in my opinion, to be everyone's friend. Yep, Class B. What is she getting at here? You got someone special you're trying to get a gift for? Oh yeah, they're calling each other by their given names now. Somebody's snooping on us? Who could that be? Ryuan, maybe? Alright, man. Phew. So, what are we gonna dive into in this episode? There's only, excluding this episode, there's only 2 episodes left, right? There's only 12 this season? There might be 13. I don't know exactly. I know there's some anime that have 13 episodes, but I don't think this is one of them. My only hope is that season 3 isn't nearly as big of a wait as the wait between season 1 and season 2. I hope it comes a lot sooner because things are getting crazy now. But our goal is to reach Class A, and we still haven't even elevated to Class C yet. So we have such a long way to go, and who knows how many seasons this series is gonna have until we finally get to the end, where we make it to Class A. But first, before we can do any of that, we need to take down Ryuan. And last episode, correct me if I'm wrong, but I believe Ryuan, he said that he was gonna go all out this time. Cause before, he's always been scheming this entire series, but he hasn't really been directly scheming against us. It's more like he's made his schemes and they would indirectly mess us up, like when he was trying to get rid of Pseudo in season 1. But now he knows AYANOKOJI is a threat, and he's directly challenging him. Who's this guy? Doesn't look like he's from our class. Class C, huh? Oh, wait, so does she know who it is? From Class A. Oh, okay, spying on the spies. That's how you gotta be out here. You gotta spy on the spies. But who knows? There might be someone out there spying on the spy of the spies. Who knows, man? He said on Sakayanagi's initiative. Is Sakayanagi the leader of Class A? He thinks that she's the one behind this? Okay, he's risen to the level of basic decency. I guess that's a compliment. He already knows, doesn't he? I don't think anyone's buying that anymore. That's somewhat cryptic. As long as it remains necessary, what does that mean? Okay, how are you gonna drop this on him right after asking him that question? What is this music? What is even this conversation right now? What? Dude, this music is kind of going crazy. Oh, that's the girl we met last episode. She looks so much like the girl from Class A. They have to be like somewhat related, right? Maybe like her younger sister or older sister. Oh, okay. So she's a bit of a bookworm. Man, I feel like that's gonna be my question of the day. Have you guys ever really been into books much? For me, not so much. Like the furthest I've ever gotten, or closest I've ever gotten, was like reading fantasy novels and stuff. But usually, whenever I went to the library, I just went straight to the manga section. Okay, she seems nice, but that's the same thing that we thought about Kushida. It's hard to tell if people are genuinely nice or if they might come around and have some ulterior motives. Are we in trouble? Non optional. Oh, cheating? Hold on. A visitor. From the flashbacks we've seen of AYANOKOJI's past, you wouldn't think he has parents. So who could this be? Oh! Oh, you know what? Maybe. Okay, if this really is his dad, maybe his dad was the one that put him in the program, or maybe he was operating the program and he brought his son into it. Dang, no response. My guess is they're not on the best of terms, but I'm sure we'll find out soon. Dang. A man's dead because of you. Oh, okay. We're really getting into it now. And so now this blood is on his hands? Oh. So he took himself out to avoid the punishment? Shockingly indifferent. Hmm. Hey, that's what I'm talking about. He's trying to get him to resign. Nope, not today. Not today. Just because you want him to? Talk to him. We're not in that room anymore. And whose fault is that? Or whose problem is that? Final warning, bro. What are you gonna do? Who is that? Oh. Oh, okay. So this is her dad. May know each other. And he said he was his secretary? So I wonder if Sakayanagi was also in that program. Oh, that's a good question. So who could have recommended it? Oh, okay. So him and his dad definitely aren't buddy buddy anymore. It seems like their paths have diverged since working together. Dude, you're not scaring anybody, man. He looks like he could be Ryuen's dad, honestly. Both of them have that same mean mug. His daughter. So he doesn't give her any special treatment. Something tells me we're gonna be seeing a lot more of Sakayanagi soon. Ooh. Mm-hmm. Dang. Okay. Dang. So he figured her out. Ooh. Ooh. Oh my gosh. Wow. So I wonder if this also qualifies under what he said earlier, where he said he was only going to strive for Class A while it remained necessary. Is it now no longer necessary to him? Yeah, she's not buying that. Good question. But see, I don't think he wants any of this though. He doesn't care for any of it. Mm-hmm. Because maybe he doesn't want people to start, sticking their noses in his business, trying to figure out why he's so smart. Oh. Dang, so what? Is he gonna leave the class or something? Or is he just gonna kick back and just not really do anything? Our last conversation? Wow. Dang. AYANOKOJI is cold, man. Dang. Oh my god. Just put a stake into her heart already. Holy crap. Yeah, this is super cold. I already deleted your contact info. Man. Hung up on her too? Oh my god. Ooh, I feel so bad, man. Karuizawa did deserve that. At exactly 3 minutes, too. He was counting. He had some place to be. Holy crap. That was such a good episode, man. We learned so much about AYANOKOJI. And apparently he escaped from that whole White Room facility. And apparently the person that helped him escape was going to be punished, but he took himself out before he could be punished. But man, this is crazy. And now, see, now I'm really interested in seeing what the heck AYANOKOJI is going to do from here. Because it's lining up to him leaving the class entirely. That's what it sounds like. Like the way he's telling her, you know, this will be my final time contacting you, delete all my information. He was talking about how he no longer wants to strive to reach Class A anymore. It sounds like this is someone that's planning on like leaving, but I don't think that's exactly what he's trying to do. It seems like he just wants to lay low and not involve himself in really anything. But I really want to know what that's going to look like. Because what if something comes up and Horikita needs his help? Is he just going to straight up reject it? Alright, so I already asked you guys in kind of the middle of the episode, but my question of the day for you guys is going to be, what are your opinions on books? What are your thoughts on books? And like, were you ever really a book person? Because for me, in school, I actually really enjoyed a lot of my classes. There's very few classes that I didn't enjoy, but the majority of those few classes that I didn't enjoy were always English classes. And the reason why is because I loved reading, but only when it was about something that I was personally interested in. Like if it was some fantasy novel that we were reading about, like dragons and, you know, like monsters and stuff, like I thought that was cool. I could read like pages upon pages upon pages of that. But when it comes to the stories that they give you in school, where it's like some guy that just lived a normal life like 50 years ago, it's like when it came to like English tests and exams and stuff, I was the kind of person where I'd look at the questions and then I'd skim through the passage to try to find the answers instead of actually reading through it, because usually it was so boring. But when it comes to like manga, I could read that forever, man. So I guess to kind of wrap everything up, if I were to stumble across a book that was talking about something I was very passionate about, like video games or like fantasy worlds and stuff, then I loved books. But I was never really the kind of person that would go out of my way to try to find books. I was much more of a manga or comic book kind of guy, just because it was more action-packed and you could see the action unfolding before your very eyes. But let me know what you guys think in the comment section down below, and with that, I am going to head out. Thank you all so much for watching this far into the video, and I will catch you all in the next one. Have a good one.